Hey, what's up? This is Casey with another episode of the show I don't have a name for. Today's hat of the day is my Kansas City Royals hat. I'm not actually from Kansas City. I've never even been there. And I'm not a Royals fan. I'm a Twins fan. That may change. That's reason why it's coming up. I've always loved Casey because my name is Casey, and that's how I spell it when I'm signing my name. And here's my signature. So that's how I sign my name. Um, and my super awesome T-shirt of the day is a Bill Murray T-shirt. I bought it for $2 at a thrift store. My mom bought it for $2 at a thrift store, and it's cut, so it makes me look huge. So I really do like it. So Bill Murray, big Chicago guy. Who gives a shit? I'm moving to Chicago in 4 days. Uh, it's been a really rough emotional time for me moving from a country where I had lots of friends and I had amazing jobs, and to move back here where I've really just been at my parents' house in the middle of nowhere, applying to jobs and not getting shit. It's hard to be a university professor and then trying to get a job as a glorified fucking spell checker. Um, so it's been kind of defeating. And when I moved to Colorado, I had this what comes first, a chicken or the egg situation. Do I move to a new city and then find a job, or do I find a job and then move to a new city? And I figured, well, my parents live here. I'll save a bunch of money by not paying rent and then move somewhere because I didn't really know where I want to move. And I'm still having a hard time trying to figure out which one it is. I went on a whole tour around the country, around parts of the country. I applied to jobs in literally pretty much every 50 state. Uh, I mean, honestly, I was all over the place. I like Chicago. It has a great transportation system. I can't drive, so that's really important to me. People are really nice. You think in a big city people would be giant dicks, but I thought people were really nice. I would talk to the restaurant people. I talked to the lady, who worked at the drugstore. Everything was really cool. I'm not one of these really foodie people or craft beer people, but I mean, they have food. It's great. I'm never going to eat Chicago pizza and be the Chicago pizza guy. I'm a New York pizza guy for the rest of my life. So I have a one-way ticket and a half-ass plan. So I'm going there. I'm going to stay with a friend for a little bit, and then I'm going to try and find an apartment, try and find a job, and try and do everything else. The reason trying to, and I'll probably be working in a bar, which I'm actually really excited for because it's a great way to meet people, great way to make some money. It's pretty easy to get a job, and I would just like to have a job. Being unemployed sucks. I spend so much time applying for jobs and looking and blah 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 blah. And it's really defeating. It's really boring. And there's only so much TV you can watch and reading and writing and jerking off that you can do. I'm just going insane. My parents live pretty far out of town, so I have to ask for rides, and my friends live far away, so it sucks. I've hated being here. Um, Moving to this new city is weird. I'll do a whole new video about moving, but I am excited. I am really hopeful this is going to be something good for me. Uh, yeah, I've done moves a lot of times. I The hardest thing has been picking a place to live. I visited so many places, and every single place I went to, I really liked. Um, so what I really would like is a home. I would like to stay somewhere and say, this is where I am. One thing I loved about Seoul is it felt like home. I had friends, I had clubs, I had places I like to go to, I had amazing jobs, and that's what I want again. Um, and I just haven't felt it over here. Um, how about you guys? What do you think of Chicago? Where do you think I should move? What do you think about Bill Murray or wearing a hat with your name on it? If you've been to Chicago, what should I do? You know anybody who's hiring? Talk to me. Thanks for listening and watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You're the best, and I'll see you next time.